Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside, all ready to go with another big championship wrestling. Son of a gun, I love it,
Tell you
Dave.
what, opening match today, Tony Boyles will be in here. He will be going against Tommy Rich in the opening match. Then it's going to be Carl Fergie and Mike Maroney teamed up against a brand new tag team in the area from New York City, Tom Stanton and Frank Savage. They are big.
Ooh,
yes,
boy,
indeed.
I tell you.
Then coming up, single match, David Oswald will be going against the great Lou Thez. Bub Smith goes against superstar Bill Dundee. Sonny King and David McGee team against the Gilberts, Tommy and Eddie. Dr. Bill Irwin against Tojo Yamamoto. Sound like some fine matches
Some
today.
heavyweight stuff coming up here on Championship Wrestling, and I'll tell you, with all of that, we better get to it. You stay right where you are. Maybe get a friend to join you right now. We're going to be back with the opening bout on Championship Wrestling in just a moment.
A one-fall, 15-minute time limit match coming up. Introducing on the right of your screen.
Yeah, I see it. Tommy Rich. Yeah. Making big noise about his Southern heavyweight title that he has now.
He's got the belt in hand. On the right of your screen from Arkansas at 191 pounds, this is Tony Boyles. And going against him from Hendersonville, Tennessee, 228 pounds, Tommy Rich. One fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee is Paul Morton.
Tony still hasn't gotten his jacket off. The referee talking to him, giving him some more. Whoa, I see. Tommy Rich. Right away, firing, Dave.
Yeah, Tony didn't even get his jacket off, his warm-up jacket. Tommy Rich smacked him. Tony whipped into the rope. Rich into the corner after him. Reversal by Tony Boyles. Tony braced himself. Got Rich off his feet. Down on the mat. Shoulders are down. Referee starts to count. Got a 2 count. Tommy Rich able to get the right shoulder up without any trouble, but almost surprised there by Tony Boyles to the point where the referee, if he had gotten one more count, Mr. Rich would have lost.
Yeah, that's true.
Warm-up jacket off now by Tony Boyles. 45 seconds into the action already. Tommy Rich with the headlock. He's got Boyles on the mat. Pretty much where he wants him at this stage, I would think. Hey, didn't want that. Tony Boyles converts to a head scissors. Rich kicks out of it, up on his feet. Tony, with good speed, has been impressive. Just about every time we've seen him. He hasn't won a lot of matches, but he's been going against competition of the caliber of Tommy Rich. Boyles, headlock. Referee Paul Morton with a routine check with Tommy Rich. Possible submission. Tommy Rich says, Rich, suplex. Puts Tony Boyles hard on the mat. There's a cover, 1, 2 count. That's all he gets. Tommy upset. Tommy thought maybe the referee counted a little slow, and he should have had 1, 2, 3, a little faster count there. Cuts his legs out from under him. Boyles. The successfully moved Rich back into the rope to the point where the referee called for a break on the hold. We're 3 minutes into the action. Back on the referee calls for a break. Yeah, Boyle stepping away. Nailed him with that forearm.
Just so quick. Bam.
Up in the air, Tony Boyle. Body slammed by Tommy Rich. Rich with the suplex. Now he goes for the cover. 1. Count of 2. Tony Boyle still alive in there. Rich with that elbow pad. Smacked him right in the top of the head. Count of 2, 3. That's it. 3 minutes, 41 seconds the time on it. 3:41. And the official winner is going to be Tommy Rich.
Tuesday night, right there in the Louisville Gardens. Boy, I'll tell you, some kind of action that I have coming up. And one of the bouts that you're going to see is the return of Jerry the King Lawler in a cast match. Now, you'll understand this whole thing a little bit better. I got the King right here. And when we did the TV show, Jerry, you were inclined not to even have anything to do with Carl Krupp, which I thought was a good idea. But you've had second thoughts.
Well, you know, the more I got to thinking about that guy, he said he wants me real bad because of what I did to Hartwell. He doesn't want me as much, nowhere near as much as I'd like to get my hands on Krupp because, you know, a few months or so ago, when I came back, he jumped in the ring and re-injured my leg, and if it wasn't for Krupp, I'd probably be well now. So I came up with the idea, because I'm not fooling myself or anybody out there. My leg is not healed enough to wrestle any wrestler. Sure, I can handle Jimmy Hart, but not a guy like Krupp, unless I went and had my leg put back in one of those big, thick, heavy protective casts. Now, Krupp said he wanted me under any conditions, and that's the condition. I'll do that. I'll have my leg put in a cast, and I'll get in the ring in Louisville Gardens if Krupp does the same thing.
Yeah.
And he agreed to it.
He agreed to it.
So we're going to be down there, and it's going to be all even. We'll both have a little bit of a disadvantage, but we'll see, Krupp, how much you want me.
Take care, man. Tuesday night, you will have a chance to see that when Krupp gets in there going with the King. And another one that I think everybody's going to fully understand, just a few more minutes, is when Bill Dundee and Tojo Yamamoto will be going against Dr. Bill Irwin and Gypsy Joe. Now, this is going to be an official match. The one that they'll see on TV was unofficial. But
That's right, Lance. I just got one thing to say to Bill Irwin. I was starting to believe that you was as big and bad as you said you was, but you're no different, Jack. You had Gypsy Joe standing out behind that door. Yeah, and you told him, if I get into trouble with that little squirt, come to the rescue. Well, I got a partner, Daddy. It's more tougher than Gypsy Joe and you put together. Tojo Yamamoto and the superstar, Jack. For every bit of blood I spilled, you're going to spill too, Daddy, and that's a promise.
Well, we'll be looking for Tojo and superstar Bill Dundee Tuesday night. Regardless of any personal feelings we might have about it, we always make it possible for a new champion to be on Championship Wrestling, the new Southern Heavyweight Champion, Tommy Wildfire Rich. You've got yourself the belt, which you said you were going to get.
I got the looks. I got the predictions, just like I said. Babe Ruth predicted, Muhammad Ali predicted, and now Tommy Rich is predicted. Let me tell you something, Valiant. You know what he's hot about? You know what he's hot about, Lance? I heard him out here calling me Wildflower. He can call all kinds of names. But you know what he talks about all his pretty ladies to begin with. I seen him in town with two of the biggest hauls the other day, Mr. Jimmy Valiant. So all he ever had was the Southern Heavyweight title, and I took it. You ought to be mad. You know, but you claim Jimmy Hart run down. Well, that's a lie, Lance. That's a lie. I beat him fair and square right in the middle of the ring. And he said that I cheated. Jimmy Hart run down and give me something. Well, all it was this fist right here. I put it upside his noggin and knocked him down. And another thing, a return, I don't even, to begin with, it's pointless for a return. Returns, that's a thing of the past. I beat the man. Billy Robinson's the one I ought to be after now. I ought not have to give you no return, Valiant. I hate your guts, man. As a matter of fact, I don't care nothing about you, you know. I'm the prettiest, the best looking, the best dancer. I can out-dance Valiant. I can outrun him, out-fight him. I can out anything. What it amounts to, Valiant can't stand it. He knows. I said I come back to Memphis for one thing. I didn't come back to please nobody. Just like I said, Memphis, Tennessee is a hotbed of wrestling, this part of the area right now. Competition's what it's all about. And that's what I come back for. And it don't matter if you got 10 people sitting in your corner, Valiant. You ain't going to beat me. There ain't no way, Daddy. There ain't no way. You can bring Jerry Lawler. You can bring Bill Dundee. You can set ever who you want in the corner, Daddy. But right now, just like I said, I'm number one, uno, top dog. Valiant, you think about it. And if you change your mind, I'm sure you can call Lance and let him know that you've chickened out, that you decided you don't want no part of Tommy Rich, that you reconsidered and thought it all out, and for your health, for his health, Lance.
Well, I wouldn't hold my breath until Handsome Jimmy ever chickens out on a return match with you, Tommy, but we gave the Southern Heavyweight champ his chance, and there he is, Tommy Wildfire Rich, the new Southern Heavyweight
And
champ.
what did I say? I said when I walked out that I would be the champion, didn't I, Lance?
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what I am. And I don't care. As a matter of fact, I don't want or need nobody behind me. Because just like I said, I'm doing it on my own. The new Great White Oak, Daddy. Number one. Number one. And don't you forget it, Valiant, because I don't care if I have to chase you all over the country. I'm going to go through you as many times as I've got to. Because just like I said, I've got this belt. Now the main belt is the World Heavyweight title. Robinson, you better be thinking about it too, Daddy, because before it's over with, Wildfire, hey, you ever seen a wildfire? Now, if they get it quick, if you get a wildfire quick, you can control it. But once that wildfire gets out of hand, it'll burn up acres and acres and acres. And that's exactly what's happened. Wildfires went out of control, Daddy. I'm burning everything that gets in my way. Valiant, Dundee, Lawler, and Robinson. I'm coming after all of them.
Okay, Tommy, we'll be thinking major comments, whether it's Memphis, Louisville, Evansville, Lexington, regardless of where it is.
And it ain't a matter of wanting to come to none of them towns either. I'm coming because just like I said, this is the hotbed of wrestling now, and Wildfire's going to set it all on fire, Daddy.
Okay, fine. Thank you for leaving. We've got more matches coming up. You just heard it. Tommy Wildfire Rich, the new Southern Heavyweight champ. We got action. We got a brand new team. Let's go to the ring for our next bout. Davey?
All right, everybody's up in the ring ready for this one-fall 15-minute time limit match. Do have a substitution here on one side of the ring, on the right side. Total of 461 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia, Carl Fergie, and his partner now from Arkansas, instead of Mike Maroney, is David McGee. He's from Louisville, Kentucky. This match going against him at a total of 515 pounds. From New York City, Tom Stanton and Frank Savage. This is a one-fall 15-minute time limit match, and your referee is Jerry Calhoun. Just about ready to get underway. Tag team action. Bell sounds, and here we go. It's Carl Fergie starting against Tom Stanton. Tom Stanton and Frank Savage. That is Stanton in there right now.
Yeah, both out of New York City, Dave, and as indicated, we've mentioned Carl Fergie's a big guy himself, but you can kind of get a comparison in there with Stanton, and Stanton is the smaller of the two guys. Stanton and Savage, quite a physical-looking team, to say the least.
Rather solid-looking individuals, as a matter of fact. Fergie into the rope. Shoulder box. He came off of there. Steps over. Down to the mat goes Tom Stanton. Stanton on his feet. Fergie rolls into the mat. Stanton heads to the corner and tags his partner, Frank Savage. Savage jabbed Fergie. Couldn't see from, I don't know if he jabbed him in the throat or what, but he made a jabbing motion toward the throat or something. Here's McGee after the tag by Carl Fergie.
David, the smallest and least experienced of the four guys in the ring now. He just got a little more experience right there, Davey.
Sure did. That upper arm, it'll get you experience the hard way fast. Savage. Backing him over to the corner. Oh, I see. Referee Jerry Calhoun would not allow the tag because Stanton did not have one hand on the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Buddy moved back to the turnbuckle. Tag is out. There's a forearm by Tom Stanton. McGee really being worked over here. Back into the rope. David McGee. Across the ring. Whoa! Flying across the ring with that forearm. Tom Stanton. A head-on collision in the center of the ring. McGee into the ring. Double clothesline by Stanton and Savage. Frank Savage stays in here. Carl Fergie trying to help his partner out, stop that double teaming, or at least get a 2-on-2 instead of 2-on-1. Stanton holding McGee up from outside. Savage troubling from inside. Here's Fergie again trying to help him out. 2 minutes, 45 seconds into the action. Savage fires McGee into the turnbuckle. McGee in the corner, so he makes the tag on Carl Fergie. Tom Stanton comes walking in. I don't think they made a tag. But Stanton staying in there anyway. Frank Savage, Tom Stanton with a counter. Carl Fergie waiting for him. 3 minutes, 30 seconds gone. It's a one-fall tag team match. Fergie into the ropes. He had ideas of taking Savage into those ropes. Savage changed the momentum. Frank Savage goes for a headlock. Back close to the corner. Fergie gets the tag on David McGee, his partner. David out of Louisville. 189 pounds worth. Oh, knee drop. Savage picks McGee up. Backs into the rope. Flips him across the way. Got him in a bear hug up in the air. Now Stanton climbing the rope. Now Stanton coming in. He drops, covers. 1, 2. This one's all over. Young David McGee taking quite a beating at the hands of Tom Stanton and Frank Savage here. And Stanton and Savage, our first look at them, and they come away with a win against Carl Fergie and David McGee. The time on it, 4 minutes, 33 seconds, 4:33. And again, the winners, the new team out of New York City, Tom Stanton and Frank Savage. Right now, let's go over to Lance.
Okay, Dave, we just saw our first look, and rather impressive, too. Tom Stanton and Frank Savage look like a pretty formidable tag team that has come in from New York City into the area of championship wrestling in search of those Southern Tag Team belts, which are prestigious and leading to a world title shot. That's what they've got in their mind. We had a lot of comments about Jerry the King Lawler and his return to the ring, going with Jimmy Hart in there. And, of course, Hart delighted to be able to get the King in the ring. I'm not going to show you the action that took place in there, but I do want to take the time to... Can you guys wait up this side? Go ahead and roll the tape.
Take a look at
Just
this
roll
ring.
the tape. Okay, fine.
Everybody to please back up from ringside. Off the ring, please back up from ringside. Please clear the area right there. You'll back up.
Night I could not sleep. This week I have not slept because I saw my good friend, Mr. Jimmy Hart. The man who is my manager, the man who I love.
There he is, right there.
I saw him get tortured. I mean, he got tortured by Mr. Lawler, Mr. Russell. Mr. Lawler beat him 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, and he was not satisfied. He had to go and torture the man. And I was kept away from ringside by the police, by opposing wrestlers. I was kept away while this monster, this Mr. Jerry Lawler, beat my good friend into submission to the point where he did not know whether he would recover. He was carried away to a hospital in an ambulance. You know all about it, Mr. Russell. And here we are. My friend with a busted shoulder, his previously broken jaw re-injured again, not being able to talk, not being able to defend himself. But here I am, Mr. Russell. I am here. Killer Carl Krupp, the European champion. And I defy Mr. Lawler to come into the ring and give me any kind of a match. I challenge you, Mr. Lawler, to step in that ring with me under any condition, with my hands tied behind my back, with my ankles tied. And Mr. Lawler, I will wreak revenge. I will avenge my good friend Jimmy Hart, that you had the audacity to hurt and trying to destroy this 160-pound man. You coward, Lawler. I defy you step into the ring with me under any condition, any kind of match, Mr. Lawler. Okay. I challenge you, Mr. Lawler, and I want you, Mr. Lawler, and I will have you, sir. I will have you under any condition, any way, shape, or form. If you are a man, Mr. Lawler, you step into the ring with me. If you respect yourself and you want the respect of these people that lined up and saw my good friend hurt and applauded when the ambulance came in, when they carried him off a stretcher, these idiots stood around and they applauded and they laughed. They laughed at my good friend like they are laughing now. What kind of people does it take, mister?
Okay,
to have this rotten, terrible attitude.
Okay, Carl.
To see a man hurt, to laugh, and to be funny. Well, we will see who will laugh. We will see who will be funny when Mr. Lawler himself gets carried out of the ring on a stretcher. Yeah. Mr. Lawler, you have seen your last day if you dare to accept my challenge.
Okay, Carl, Jimmy, I'm sure that the crowd feels that you have a speedy recovery from your injury. Killer Carl Krupp, I'll bet he wants a hold of Lawler with a broken leg. And, of course, Hart, don't forget this, Hart was the one who wanted Lawler in the ring, and Jerry said at the time he wasn't in position to take on any wrestler, but he could beat Jimmy Hart if there, and you, in fact, did.
Well, let me say, I hate that you didn't show the entire tape. I would have liked the people to have got a chance to see that. But they did see Hart on his way to the hospital, and I did just hear Krupp out here running his mouth. And the bad thing about it is that I have to stand here now and say that I heard him, and right now that's about all I can do is listen to him, because I'm not going to let him goad me into getting in the ring with him. It's like I said, my leg is not well. I couldn't even beat Bub Smith right now, you know, no wrestler. But I knew Jimmy Hart couldn't break my leg. He can't break a matchstick, much less somebody's leg. So I was safe with Jimmy Hart, but I did, as a matter of fact, I hurt my leg myself a couple times in that match. So let me just say this, Krupp. You can run your mouth all you want to. You're not going to goad me in the ring. But just remember this. The day will come when my leg will be well one of these days, and I'm going to remember every word that you said, Krupp, and it'll be payday one of these days.
That's fair enough, Jerry. Thanks for coming up. We're going to take time out now. We'll be back with more championship wrestling action in just a moment.
Here, looking forward to seeing Lou Thez back in action in the ring. David Oswald, his opponent, has just stepped into the ring, and this will be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Here's Lou right now, climbing through the ropes into the ring, followed by the referee. Again, a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. On the left of your screen from Jonesboro, Arkansas, 222 pounds, David Oswald. And going against him from St. Louis, Missouri, at 225 pounds, the former six-time world heavyweight champion, Lou Thez. This match, one fall, 15-minute time limit. Referee Paul Morton.
Here we go, Dave. Luthez out of the corner against young David Oswald. Referee, as David said, Paul Morton. And Lou right away. Hooked it up. Boy, watch this guy. You want a textbook illustration of the right way to do it.
Indeed.
All you got to do is watch Lou in there.
One
He's got it, huh?
One thing you know for sure, there is not a wrestling hold in the world that Lou says has not seen and probably used at one time or another.
You know, the thing that still amazes me, and it has all the time through this illustrious career, is the amazing speed that Fez has for the size. Not only leg speed, movements, arms, everything. He just really goes in there. One of the most dedicated physical culturist I've ever known. He works out constantly still, and, well, he's just something else. David Oswald takes him out, goes with a body slam, but Lou hanging right on, has that arm and a hammer, and he's still got it, Dave.
Move right there. Lou maintaining that hammer he had. That's Oswald roll under the ropes. Lou broke out of the hold, stepped away. Back to the center of the ring, and David Oswald. Lou going for a leg dive. Oswald dropped to his knees. Good move by Oswald, but Lou says now goes for the left arm.
David is aggressive. We've talked about his tendency to go for the shortcuts every now and then. I don't want to be derogatory about it, but he's got about as much chance as that proverbial snowball of beating Fez.
That's true.
But it would be valuable for him to be in there and see a guy who can really go at it. Lou, double leg dive.
Yeah, Lou turns him around. Looks like he was going into a crab position.
Yeah, he had him in a half crab, but immediately he wheeled it over, and he's got the pressure on the leg and the toe, and look at him pulling up with that chin lock.
One thing Oswald can always say, he wrestled Lou says.
Yes, sir. He may take a few moments to recuperate from when he comes on.
He may stop after he says that much.
Yeah.
But,
he goes to the rope again.
Yeah,
He's using
good
that
move.
for a break. Good move by Oswald, and Lou breaks it up very clean. Right back at him.
oh, yeah, quick.
Staying on Oswald.
With 2.5 minutes into the action, Oswald on the ropes. Quick break, but then he's right back on a headlock.
Fez blocked him. He's trying to marry, but look at Lou block with him.
Finally got him
I
over.
think he had a hand in the hair there, though.
He did indeed take him down to the mat, but it took him a while to do it. Oswald still got the headlock.
I've seen guys who will do some things and get Lou mad, and that's, just like that right there. That distinctly is not the thing to do with Lou says. He grabbed his hair and held on.
No doubt about it. He had a handful, and Lou says with a knee lift. Oswald trying to hang on to a headlock. Shoulder butt off the rope. Lou hits the mat. Quickly on his feet. Duplexes Oswald. There's the cover. 1, 2. And that's it. Yes, sir. 3 minutes, 27 seconds. And Lou says got himself a win. I think you're right. I think it was that last hair-pulling episode. And from there, Lou was really moving across that ring after Oswald. Didn't take him long to wrap it up. 3:27 again, the time on it.
Lou was content to wrestle him, get a workout in there with young David and then suddenly he got into that hair-jerking thing, and maybe that will teach Mr. Oswald a lesson that shortcuts aren't always the best cut.
That's right.
Okay, Lou Fez, the winner on it. We got more wrestling action. We're going to be back. The superstar, Bill Dundee, will be in. We'll be talking wrestling with Bill Dundee in just a moment. Coming up in just a moment, right back in the ring on Channel 3's Championship Wrestling. We gave you a couple of the big main event matches just a moment ago. I want to give you the entire card. Tuesday night, right down there at the Garden, Sonny King takes on Carl Fergie. Southern Tag Team Championship match when the champions Tommy and Eddie Gilbert go against large team out of New York City, Tom Stanton and Frank Savage. Big special non-title match when El Mongo will be tangling with Billy Robinson. Then it'll be a Southern title match, and that's going to be about the handsome Jimmy Valiant with Carl Fergie along ringside to kind of look out because Tommy Rich the Wildfire one is going to be having Jimmy Hart at ringside. Then Bill Dundee and Yamamoto going against Gypsy Joe and Dr. Bill Irwin. And finally, that special cast match we mentioned a moment ago. That's where Lawler's leg and Kroot's leg are going to be in a huge cast, primarily to protect that leg. All of it happens Tuesday night at the Garden. Against Bub Smith coming up in the ring in just a moment. We're going to get Billy out here and talk to him just before he enters the ring as the Superstar. Be in the ring with Bub in just a second. Bill, I did want to get you out here and let the first hear from you. We haven't had a chance to talk to you really as much as we wanted to in the last few weeks.
Well, Lance, I appreciate you asking me to stop by you. You know, I feel deep down. Bill Irwin said that I didn't beat him. He said that, you know, we won the 10-man tag, right? It was elimination tag match.
Yeah.
I got down to Bill.
Just 1 minute, boy.
Hey, come on now, Irwin.
Hey,
You got
hey.
Yamamoto later. Now, just wait.
This young man over here, this little pipsqueak, he never beat me, he never has, and he never will.
Well, you can discuss that later. You got a
This
match
man,
coming up
he
later.
is just a lily-livered, lop-eared, cheap impersonation of Elvis Presley, and then he tries to get in and wrestle. Don't
come on,
even
now,
touch
don't
him.
put
Put my nose into your business, Jack, so it's my time to talk. Just go away. I don't butt into your affairs. I done did beat you, and I don't want to be doing
No,
that. Just
you
make
have
off
never beat me. You have never beat me. As a matter of fact, if he thinks he can beat me, let's get in the ring right now, Shorty.
Come on, hey.
Come on,
You
Shorty.
got a match with
I'm
Yamamoto.
going to tear you in
You
half,
take care of
Shorty,
that.
right now. Hey, see if you can talk chicken in there to getting in the ring.
Just get up there.
Yeah, why don't you just get on out of Hey, come on, Bill. Dave, I guess we got an unscheduled match going here as Bill Irwin jumps in. Referee Jerry Calhoun out. Yeah, go ahead. As soon as he gets out of it, let's... Bill Irwin and Bill Superstar Dundee in the ring.
Now we're underway here, unscheduled. Bill Irwin, Bill Dundee, Superstar with Irwin's shoulders on the mat. Irwin slides under the rope quickly. Superstar scheduled here in another match. But I'd rather see this one anyway, so let's go. We're 30 seconds into it. Dr. Bill Irwin, he's out of Duluth, Minnesota at about 230, 231 pounds. Dundee, of course, the Australian. He'll weigh in about 211, somewhere around there. Referee is Jerry Calhoun. He jumps in here quickly as they were already in the ring, glaring at each other. Dr. Bill Irwin, the high stepper. He uses the knees, the feet. He'll get him off the mat as high as anybody you will see in the ring. Dundee, knee lift to the midsection. Dundee picks the left arm. He's putting some pressure on that shoulder. Irwin forced down to the mat. Dundee holds the wrist with one foot. Puts some sharp downward pressure with the bottom of his boot on the fingers. Irwin. Jab to the throat. There are those feet. Dundee back into the rope. Flipped across the ring. Up high in the air. Irwin drops to the lower leg. 1, 2. Two's all he gets. Irwin counting along with the referee. He was pretty confident that he had Dundee beat, but he only got the 2 count. There he comes with the lower leg again. Now the foot. Picks Dundee up. Gets him up in the air. Drops him over the rope. Or onto the ropes, I should say. A whip across the way. Right hand, yeah, it was a fist. It was doubled up. Bill Dundee on the mat. There is Dr. Bill Irwin. He started to take Dundee up in the air. Bill hooked in 2. Got him down on that jackknife. 2 minutes, 50 seconds gone in this match. Dr. Bill Irwin, Bill Dundee. Dundee, let's throw into the mat.
The crowd is hollering, "Go, Bill, go," and I'm sure it's not for the doctor.
I think that would be Bill Dundee, the yellow boy. Not Bill Irwin. Boy, look at Dundee. Fire that right hand, trying it again, and Bill Irwin gets him off his feet. Down to the mat he goes. And Dundee follows with the feet. Again, Dundee plants Bill Irwin on the mat. Cover, 1, 2. Down to 2 is all he gets. Bill Irwin at the last instant broke the cover. 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Gone. Bill Dundee with a headlock. Bill Irwin with a handful of hair. Dundee smacked him. Irwin with the headlock. And the fire right hand. Dundee blocked the punch and hit Irwin with a right fist. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to get in between them there to get those fists open.
Doing a good job, too, but that's a dangerous place to be.
Well, I tell you, he caught a couple himself while he was in between them there. 4.5 minutes gone. Boy, what a match.
Yeah, dynamite unscheduled match.
Yes,
I'm glad we got it in here. It's a little...
Well, I said earlier, this was not the scheduled match for Bill Dundee, but I'd rather see this one anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, backbreaker across the knee by Bill Irwin. Dundee on the mat, count of 2. Oh, Dundee's got his foot over the rope there. Irwin.
Screaming at him to count.
Yeah, what happened to 3, he said, but Dundee had a boot over that bottom rope, so that stopped it at the 2 count. 1, 2.
Billy!
Oh, 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Dundee. Still on the mat. That's to Bill Irwin. Got those hands wrapped around his throat. He's choking him. Referee Jerry Calhoun with a count. He broke it just before he was disqualified. They put Dundee into the ropes again. Dundee with a left foot. The lower leg, and a cover. Well, no, he does not go for a cover. He's just going to pound on Bill Irwin for a while. Roof. Now a cover. 1, 2. Irwin breaks it at the 2 count. Both these guys have been to the count of 2 on more than one occasion, but they're both still in it. Upper arm by Dundee. Cover. 1, 2. There.
Hey, there's Gypsy Joe.
Gypsy Joe. All right.
Going to be a provocation on
Irwin.
Irwin,
yeah. Gypsy Joe holding Dundee up. Look out. Irwin with the knee.
All the way up to the head.
Yeah.
Nailed him in the head with that knee. We've mentioned about how high this guy flies. He jumped up and nailed Dundee as Gypsy Joe.
Gypsy Joe came in.
Come on, get it stopped.
Irwin has been disqualified, but that's not much consolation right now to Bill Dundee. He's being worked on by the both of them.
Really bleeding where Irwin nailed him, and Joe, of course, in between. Let's get it stopped. Come on.
Joe's got his shoe off. Pounded Bill in the top of the head with it. Here comes Kojo. Kojo Yamamoto after Bill Irwin. Now Gypsy Joe. Kojo firing the chop.
Yamamoto got the chopping block going. He grabs Gypsy Joe, too. Rattles him with it, and Irwin's saying to Gypsy Joe, let's get out of here. As in the center of the ring, Dundee laid out, bleeding, where Gypsy Joe and Bill Irwin jumped him. The winner on it, obviously, is going to be Bill Dundee by disqualification. And as you said, not a whole lot of consolation at the moment, the way he is left. We'll take time out and be back with more action for you in just a moment.
Action coming up here. The Gilberts making their way into the ring right now. Referee Paul Morton stepping up onto the apron and just coming into the area now. The team that'll be going against the Gilberts. Gilberts holding the Southern Tag Team titles right now. This will be a non-title match. They do own the belts right now. This is going to be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match, introducing at a total weight of 474 pounds. From McCall, Louisiana, Sonny King, and from Memphis, Tennessee, Mike Maroney. Going against them from Lexington, Tennessee, at a total of 430 pounds, Tommy and Eddie Gilbert. This match one fall, 15-minute time limit, and your referee again is Paul Morton. See who's going to be starting. It looks like, I don't know, Sonny King is near the center of the ring. I think it's going to be, it's going to be Sonny starting against which one of the Gilberts? Tommy, all right. Wait for a signal from the referee. Let Sonny King get his shirt off. The referee wants the lollipop out of the ring now. We're ready. Tommy Gilbert. Well, he's ready to go. Sonny King laying back in the corner. Wait a minute. Not quite ready yet. Tommy's saying to the referee, hey, I thought I heard the bell ring. Let's get him out here and get going. Sonny King, McCall, Louisiana. There you go. A rugged individual in Sonny King. Now, wait a minute. Sonny talking to the crowd. The bell sounded 35 seconds ago. We have yet to have first contact. And Sonny King has been hanging back in the corner. Tommy Gilbert just waiting for him. Tommy finally backs into his corner. I guess he's decided he's just going to stand there in the corner and just wait. Wait till Sonny is finally about ready to go. It appears that Sonny may be about ready to get into action. 1 minute, 2 seconds gone now, and still no contact. Tommy Gilbert is right there waiting for him. He says, come on. Tommy finally decided to force the action into starting. Sonny, big guy, 242 pounds. He's tall, too. Gilbert back on the rope. Going to whip him across the ring, but Tommy reversed him, and Sonny King hits the mat on a backdrop. Tommy over to the corner, tags his son. This is Eddie Gilbert. Eddie against Sonny King. Eddie works Sonny King down to the mat. He's got that headlock on him. He's not going to get a pin out of a headlock against Sonny King, but it'll help wear him down a little bit. Sonny over to his corner, makes the tag on his partner. This is Mike Maroney. Maroney waiting. There's Eddie Gilbert. Came off the rope. There's a cover. Down to one. Eddie broke it at that point. Oh, good knee left. Move he learned from his dad, no doubt. That quick, firing knee lift. Upper arm by Maroney. He covers one. Down 1 or 2. Somewhere between 1 and 2. The cover was broken. Back on the rope. Maroney makes the tag. Here's Sonny King. Sonny puts Eddie into the rope. Caught him with a foot in the midsection coming off the rope. Now, the end of the turnbuckles. Eddie went in with his left shoulder. Body slam by Sonny King. Right hand by Sonny, being warned by referee Paul Morton to keep that fist open. Maroney in after the tag. Maroney goes over to Tommy Gilbert. And Sonny King has just thrown Eddie Gilbert over the top rope. Eddie thrown over the top rope. Referee did not see it. He was trying to get Maroney and Tommy Gilbert separated. Now Maroney grabs Eddie. Gets him down. Small package. 1, 2. 2 count. Eddie is able to work his way out of it. Sonny King sent Maroney over to distract the referee by going after Tommy Gilbert. Oh, I tell you. Oh, high in the air. Eddie Gilbert. Mike Maroney with a headlock on him. Back on the rope. Maroney. Oh, reversal by Eddie Gilbert. 1, 2. He got it. Good move by Eddie Gilbert. As he took Maroney off the rope. And that's it. In 4 minutes, 55 seconds, the Gilberts win it.
Okay, the winners have got to be in that fall right there, the Gilberts, in a great move. We're going to take time out and be back in just a moment. More wrestling action. All righty, back into the ring in just a moment here on Channel 3's Championship Wrestling. Standing right here with Dr. Bill Irwin and Gypsy Joe. We're going to be going against Bill Dundee and Tojo Yamamoto. Everybody has seen what happened in there, and of course...
You notice the way that we just toyed with this little man's mind, the way I programmed him into thinking that he had me in the match. I toyed with him. First, I got him to go into the ring with me, right?
You did, in
I
fact.
got him to climb into the ring. I angered the man. He came into the ring. Then I let him think that he just about had me, and then I had my man come in and just deflate him down, right down to the bottom. And we destroyed the match, just like we will again and again. You know that gypsies used to steal children and steal from your eyepiece? Well, this man is going to steal the heart out of the two little geeks. And then we're going to sell them for slaves. And that's all there is.
But this time he'll have Tojo Yamamoto against Dr. Bill and
Like
Gypsy
I said,
Joe.
two little geeks.
Yeah, okay. Also want to mention a very special match that'll be coming up. We said it before, Talk to the King. This is going to be a cast match. Killer Carl Krupp has agreed that he will go in there with a cast on his leg to face Lawler.
Mr. Lawler thinks he has an advantage. Well, I will allow him one more advantage. I have started smoking very heavily lately. And I have started drinking liquor very heavily lately because I want you, Mr. Lawler, to have all the advantages. But there's one thing you make a mistake about. You monster. You tried to destroy my manager and good friend, Jimmy Hart, the man that I love. But now, I will not only worry about your legs, but I will slap the daylights out of the rest of your body.
That's coming up Tuesday night. Yeah, we still got just 1 second, but not enough time for another match. The Irwin Yamamoto match that was originally scheduled has been canceled because Irwin jumped in there in that unscheduled match with Bill Dundee. And so that one is canceled. Dave, it will give me a second just to talk to the folks something about mail. We get at Championship Wrestling, Dave and I, and information for all of the wrestlers and all, many letters that request a reply in there. I've said it before, and I don't mean to be that way. I think if you understood the travel problems and all that sort of thing, you would understand that without each one of us having secretaries, there's no way in the world that we could answer the volume of mail. We do invite you to do this. We are delighted and read every single one of them, of the letters that come in for any of the wrestlers, or for Dave or myself or the promoters or whatever it may be. If you've got some comments you want to make sure, we want to hear from you. Please don't ask us, though, to sit down and try to write back and give you information. We can't do it. If you have a wrestler, if you have something you want passed on to the wrestlers, write to the station in which the station you're watching right now. Just simply address it to Championship Wrestling, to whatever station you are watching right now. And believe me, those letters are forwarded directly to the parties that they're addressed. But by the same token, the wrestlers are unable to have the time with their road schedule and without secretaries and so forth. So, like they say, keep those cards and letters coming, but please don't expect to be able to get a reply back. It is so very, very difficult. Okay, Dave.
Okay, don't have a lot of time. Tommy Rich, Tom Stanton, Frank Savage, Lou Thez, Bill Dundee, and Tommy and Eddie Gilbert were the winners in today's matches.
For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying until next week on Championship Wrestling. Bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.